Have you ever wondered why Linux doesn't just have one type of user?
Because not every user should have the same level of access. Linux separates users into different types to improve security and control what each one can do.
So, what are these user types?
There are three main types: root user, service user, and normal user.
What's special about the root user?
The root user is the most powerful account in Linux. It has permission to do almost anything, like creating or deleting users, modifying system files, installing software, changing configurations, or even deleting the entire system. That's why root should only be used when absolutely necessary.
Then what is a service user?
A service user exists mainly for security. Services like Apache, Nginx, MySQL, or other background processes don't run as the root user anymore. Instead, each service gets its own dedicated user with limited permissions.
Why is that more secure?
Imagine a web server gets hacked. If that service were running as root, the attacker would immediately gain full control of the entire server. But because it runs under its own service user, the attacker is limited to that user's permissions, making it much harder to compromise the whole system. This follows the principle of least privilege. Every service gets only the permissions it actually needs.
And the normal user?
That's the account you use every day. A normal user has enough permissions to work with personal files and applications, but can't make critical system changes unless granted additional privileges, like using sudo.
How does Linux identify these users?
Linux identifies every user with a unique user ID, UID. Root user have UID 0. Service users have UID 1 to 999. On most Linux distributions, normal users have UID 1000 and above. The operating system relies on these IDs, not the usernames, to determine what permissions each user has.
So the whole idea is to limit permissions and reduce security risks?
Exactly. Separating users into root, service, and normal users is one of Linux's core security features. It ensures every account has only the permissions it needs, making the system much safer even if one account is compromised.